Unlike drugs, the medical devices are classified into four categories: class A, B, C, and D. This is the transition time, and the class A and B will be regulated from 1st of October 2022, and the class C medical devices will be regulated from 1st October 2023. So now all the manufacturers and the importers, they are required to submit their documents and application, which is on the medical online portal for the review by the CDSCO and for the manufacturing by the concerned state licensing authority. So when the application will be reviewed, all license will be issued, and definitely, because at the moment we are dependent on the import. 80% of the medical devices are imported from other countries. But why can't we manufacture in our country? Because we have the quality system, we have registered more than 25 laboratories which can test the medical devices of the manufacturers. We have the 5 central medical device testing laboratory for testing of this purpose. For auditing, we have registered more than 11 notified bodies for Class A and Class B medical devices, who can assess and verify the conformity assessment, so that the good quality of the product, with the good quality and the efficacy of the product can be assessed, and good quality of the product can be make available to the patient, which will be affordable, accessible, and available to the public. So this is our ultimate idea.
It's very good, it is important. At the same time, it is happening on a cut-off date from 1st of October. I would request CDSO and the government to consider about 3 to 6 months to stabilize this model, and so that every company can understand how to work with this, and then 6 months from now we can make it from that time onwards. October 1st to March, we can make more of a pilot period where companies comes and get support.
I think the bigger challenge is many small companies, SMEs or MSMEs, have not applied for the registration today, and I think that is a big cause of concern. And post 1st October, most of these companies will not be able to sell the products. We did approach the government to extend the deadline by a few months, but I think government is pretty strict on this area. They said we will not extend the deadline. Then we made a further request that if people who applied before 30th September, then their product should continue in the market and they should not be taken out, because you should allow some kind of grandfathering, because the products already existed in the market before the regulation. So those companies should be allowed to sell the product. Okay, you can block a new company, but somebody is already there in the market. Don't stop that company from selling the product in the market. And also, CDSCO doesn't have enough officers today to manage such a large, let's say, inflow of registration process of a product, because 2,000 products getting regulated, it's a huge task for CDSCO, because they have to evaluate all the technical files, they have to evaluate all the documentation, IFUs. So there's a huge task which CDSCO has to go through. And even the state regulators, probably they are not very well equipped to handle A and B through third-party, assessment bodies. So there is something which needs to be looked at, but there is a lot of concern also in this area. And we also suggesting the government that at least from 1st October, there should be no shortage of products. Which if we let companies not sell the products who are not registered or who are in the process of registration, that may cause some artificial shortages in the market.
All companies are in a dilemma now without any clarification from the government, like what would happen. So right now, for example, we don't know, should I import inventory for next 6 months till I get the license? So we need a clarification from the government quickly what would happen around, because now even like getting the production done to meet like next 6 months of market demand is like very, very difficult. So this would put the patients in a very difficult situation if we don't get the license on time, though like we've already filed the applications 3-4 months ago.
The government had made it mandatory. Some of us have done it, some others have not been able to complete it. So maybe the government can't work with the industry and find a suitable timeline to accommodate the different problems the industry also has, and then make it better for the whole system.